So guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome if you're new. In today's video we're walking. As you can see, there is no running in today's video because I've picked up a dreaded injury. So I'm here on the canal of Maidstone, Medway River. Don't know if canal is the right term, but essentially, yeah, I've got injured. Not sure kind of how bad it is in kind of the grand scheme of things, but for those interested, I've picked up a quadriceps enthesitis, which is essentially, not trying to teach you to suck eggs, but it's basically where the tendon attaches to the bone. It's got inflamed, and there's a few things that can contribute to this. So this could be overtraining, so too much volume, changing footwear too frequently, poor biomechanics, weak tendons, that sort of thing. So it's similar to a tendonitis, but it's actually better. So touch wood, I've been quite lucky there. But essentially this means that I will be out of running for at least a few days, and maybe for a week, which to some of you that may not sound like so much of an issue. But I have been very lucky with injuries. I've never really had any bad injuries. And we're going to talk about a little bit in this video about why this injury has actually become such a big problem. So yeah, a week out, not the end of the world, but for someone who dedicates a lot of time to recovery and injury prevention, it's kind of it's shattered me a little bit. So for anyone that follows me on social media will know over the last kind of 3 or 4 months I've really struggled with my mental health. Wow, nearly just got shat on by a bird. That was lucky. Maybe there is someone watching over me. So yeah, so basically not really finding joy in anything in my life but running, essentially. And this has led me to just running more and more and more, chasing that dopamine hit. So now that I've been injured and I've been off running for a few days, it's left a massive void in my life. So yeah, so it's left me feeling shit, for want of a better word, bored, not really finding happiness or joy in anything, as kind of cringy as that may sound. So it's made me realise that I need to find other hobbies, because running will not always be there. If I was to break my leg next week, what am I going to do? I can't just sit and mope around for 6 months, you know? Yeah, so for anyone that follows me on social media or is quite close to me will know that my mental health has not been the best of recent. And today is actually a really good day, and that's not to say that I'm not struggling, but today is a day where things are looking up, and that's kind of why I'm filming the video today, because I don't want to be stressy, depressy, sad Cole on the channel. I want to be happy and be able to talk to you with kind of a calm, level head, if that makes sense. So I've started receiving some therapy or mentoring, whatever you like to call it, where basically someone's going to help me and coach me. A guy called Jack, really nice guy, into finding more motivation, finding that better way of life and enjoying my running, but also enjoying other things as well, and also helping with my relationship with food. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the therapy session that I had with Jack. It was only yesterday, so it's still really fresh in my mind. And one of the first questions he asked me was, what are your social media names? Instagram, YouTube, whatever. And I said it's Cole Running. That's the name of the channel, that's the name of my Instagram, etc. And he said, but what's your name? And I said, it's Cole Gibbons. And he said, so what's your identity outside of running? And to be honest, it kind of stopped me in my tracks, and it made me realise I actually have no hobbies, or I don't see anything about myself. Like, if you ask me to describe myself, the first thing I think of is runner, which is, it's not healthy really. So yeah, that was a hard truth for me to hear, but it also really resonated with me, because it actually made me realise that yeah, I don't really have anything else that I focus on. Everything I do is podcasts, YouTube, anything I buy, it's all running related all the time. So unfortunately, there's a few things that could happen. I eventually burn out and don't enjoy running anymore. I get injured and then I'm just left upset and depressed, and some of you guys might be listening to this thinking, wow, that's actually me as well. So yeah, so this is kind of one of the, well, this isn't the first step, but I'm starting some steps in my life to hopefully find other things that I enjoy just as much as I enjoy running. Maybe not as much, but that I can kind of fall back onto, you know. Another thing that we talked about was my relationship with food. So any of you who know me quite well, you'll know that I struggle with eating and food, and always feeling bad and binge eating, that sort of thing. So that's another thing that I'm going to be trying to work on, and I'm sure I'll make some videos about these various topics that I talked about with Jack, the sports psychologist, in future videos, if you guys are interested in that. So yeah, I'm not really sure where this video is going, just kind of winging it, but essentially just wanted to update you guys and say that I'm a little bit injured, so that is going to mean that I'm going to have to pull out of the Podium Under the Lights 5k and also National Cross. I'm hoping that I'd be fit again in time for National Cross, but to be honest, it's not something that motivates me. It's quite a long way up north, and I'd rather leave the rest of February to dedicate to looking after my mental health, and just improving my quality of life and looking after myself, being kinder to myself. But I have to say, the support that I received over the last few days on Instagram, social media, about some of the things that I've mentioned, about telling the world, if you like, that I've been suffering with depression for a while, and that it's something that I'm trying to overcome, has been crazy. The support has been absolutely insane. So if you're one of the, when I say hundreds, I'm not exaggerating here, if you're one of the hundreds of people that messaged me to check if I was okay, thank you, because I can't explain how much that kind of gave me a kick up the backside to face this and sort it, and not just shy away from it. So yeah, really appreciate it, and that will only resonate with people that have been there, I think. And that's not me alienating people that haven't suffered with depression, because I think we all suffer with it to a degree, but anyone that suffered with it badly will understand what I mean when it's like, it feels like you're in a big hole in the ground and you've got no way of getting out. And the people that messaged me and checked if I was okay, it was like they were giving me a rope and giving me the option to pull myself out the hole, sort of thing. Weird metaphor, but you might understand. And as you can probably tell from this video, I'm much more upbeat today. I've just finished a slight swim and a gym session, because the knee's feeling much better. Whether I'll be able to load it and run on it tomorrow, we'll see. So it's actually recovered pretty quickly. I've made sure, I think I kind of stopped running at the right time, didn't overdo it or push through when I shouldn't have done. So yeah, I just wanted to basically say to anyone that's out there watching or following the channel, if you're struggling with anything related to your mental health, your relationship with food, you're not alone, and these videos and future videos will hopefully tackle some issues with there. And also, my DMs are always open if anyone wants to talk, just someone to listen. I'm not going to give you nonsense solutions to problems that I don't have any clue about how to fix. Then yeah, my DMs are open and you can speak to me essentially. I'm always here. And lastly, yeah, anything that you saw on social media wasn't a cry for help or attention. I guess it was kind of my way of dealing with it, starting that ball rolling in terms of healing myself, and basically saying to people, look, I'm not being a dick for no reason. I'm not being antisocial for no reason. This is just me, and I'm dealing with something. But everyone seemed to understand, and I think the fact that you kind of even have to say nowadays that something isn't a cry for help or attention seeking shows the kind of the life we live in, and unfortunately you have to say that sometimes. But anyway, I'm rambling, I'm waffling. I just wanted to let you guys, give you a little bit of an update. I did get successfully chosen to represent Team Kent at the Intercounties in March, which is just obviously fantastic. Really happy about that. I think I'm 5th selected out of the team of 8, which beats being 8th selected from last year. So yeah, massive improvement. I'm really looking forward to it. Loughborough, it does mean that I won't be able to do the Stafford Half Marathon with my family, which is a little bit annoying. But you don't turn down a Kent Vest, especially when it's going to be kind of that high caliber event, with some proper elites there as well. And hopefully I can improve massively on last year's performance. So yeah, I'm hoping to be fit for that. But yeah, unfortunately we'll be putting out the 5k and National Cross. And yeah, and then got something really cool to look forward to. Just a couple more announcements, I guess. I will be going to Portugal early April for a 2-week training camp, which is just obviously really cool. 2 weeks of running, that's great. So something to look forward to. And I have also booked onto an acupuncture course. So coming to 2023, I guess ColeArmy Sports Therapy will be able to offer acupuncture at some point, providing I pass the course, obviously. I back myself every time, but yeah, anyway. Hopefully that's kind of giving you guys a bit of an update. Thank you for everyone's support. Honestly, it means the absolute world to me. And I didn't expect it. I'm not entitled to it, and I don't kind of underestimate the value of it and the privilege that I've got that many people that care about me, because I know that not everyone has that that privilege. So thank you guys so much for that. But anyway, please like, subscribe, share with your running buddies. Always here if you need me. Ping me a DM, leave a comment with a way of contacting you down below, and I can get in touch or whatever. Anyway, please like, subscribe, share with your running buddies. And yeah, if it's easy, then what's the point? I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.